What is up, fellow bench warmers? This is your daily fantasy quickie. Hey guys, week 5. And it's the start of week 5, and we've got news for you today. Big news as well. Returning player. My name is JJT with Komish Eric. Biggest news today, I guess, for those waiting, Jaren Jackson Jr. could play tomorrow. That's, I guess, the biggest surprise. Could play. It's not yet. I don't think they gave a definite yes that he would be able to play, but there's a chance. But that's good news. That's way ahead of the timeline that we expected.
Yeah, way ahead. Yeah. I did say that I thought the best case scenario was December first week, or maybe like very late November. But the fact that he was upgraded to doubtful the last game, apparently it's not clerical error. So he's really trending up already trending to play, which is good. But something we have to consider is what happens to Santi. What happens to the very hot Steven Adams? What happens to Brandon Clark? Will they get affected with Jaren Jackson coming back?
Yeah, so that's the thing that we have to wait and see how this goes. But there have been some questions on Twitter about Jaren Jackson. If they'll drop someone to activate Jaren Jackson. Here's the thing, guys. If you don't have, here's my take on this. Because I saw some of the lineups. There's really no a quote-unquote player that you want to drop there in the lineup that was shown. If there's really none, then you might want to play around with your IL plus. There'll be some players that might go on, a game time decision or out from time to time. I don't expect Jaren Jackson to play full minutes early on. So instead of just dropping someone to activate him, wherein he'll probably won't play full minutes and then no back-to-backs. You might just want to sit him for a bit, especially if you're winning anyways. Because the lineup I saw, some of the lineups I saw, or some of the choices or options that were given, were not really easy drop players.
Yes, but they have to be careful though, because if JJJ plays tomorrow, his injury tag will be removed. So if they don't play him, they cannot make any other moves until
that's the trade-off.
That's a trade-off.
No, but here's the thing, like this one.
They have to watch out for that.
Someone on Twitter asked, who should he drop? Jaden Ivey or Isaiah Jackson for JJJ?
If those are his worst players,
I'm assuming those are the worst.
If I would drop Isaiah Jackson, considering they have a similar stat set. Ivy is.
But do you drop him right now?
No, but again, I do not know the complete team. But if he doesn't need to stream. He has to take into consideration he will not be able to stream at all if he doesn't activate JJJ.
Yes.
So that is a problem. Really, that is a problem with the situation like that. But what I did, I have a similar problem. I had nobody I could drop. Al Horford played today. He was questionable or didn't play the last game, so he was eligible for IL plus. I put him in my IL plus. Now he's not eligible. I can't drop anybody because my streaming spot went to Cameron Payne. So I don't want to drop Cameron Payne yet. So what I did no choice. I did not play Horford today, which came back to bite me because Horford played a very good game.
Yeah. And Cameron Payne played a bad game.
Yeah, but I can't make any change.
But that's a trade-off, I guess. That's a trade-off for this. If in case that same situation happens. Another guy here also asked, but this is a 12 team, and probably his worst player is maybe, I don't know, Jalen Smith, Olenek. Those are the worst guys there. Trey Jones. I'm not sure you're gonna drop any of those for the 12
yeah.
team.
You don't have to drop right away. First of all, we're assuming he's gonna play tomorrow, but there's still a chance he doesn't yet play tomorrow. So you can wait for that. And the more games that you wait, the more days that you wait, there would be some players on your team that might get injured.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to
so you
really
wait for a
activate
while.
him immediately.
Wait for a while.
Yeah, you can wait for a while. Plus, like I said, he might be on minutes restriction, no back-to-backs. So he'll probably be in and out of that IL plus, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, if there's back-to-backs, maybe he doesn't play, and then he gets that tag again. So
yeah,
so it's gonna be eligible. Yeah.
All right. So injury. So let's move on to injury. Isaiah Stewart got himself injured today. Ironically, it was the day Marvin Bagley started, to the surprise of a lot of fantasy analysts, I guess. So how does this play out? Is Marvin Bagley an ad? Or who benefits if Isaiah Stewart misses time?
Well, it's Bagley. Bagley is the biggest beneficiary here. If Stewart didn't get hurt and they play two bigs, I'm not that confident that Bagley and Stewart will be able to shoot well enough. I mean, they'll take a lot of threes. Bagley made his first three, I think. Stewart made his first three. The first 6 points of Detroit came from the three-pointer from Bagley and Stewart. And then I was following, actually, it's a funny story. I was following James Edwards, is a Detroit Pistons reporter. And then he was he was defensive about give them a chance, give it a chance and everything. And I was being critical. So I guess when Stewart got injured, I tweeted that, see, the fantasy gods were are corrected it by themselves. And then I said, now Bagley's now gonna play center, and he did correct me. He said that Bagley is already playing center. Stewart was a power forward. I didn't answer back anymore. I didn't want to make an issue, but I don't care if Stewart is a power forward or Bagley is a power forward. Whoever plays power forward, they're playing two bigs. It's not gonna be good for them. But if Stewart is injured, then that's good for Bagley. That will help him be the lone center.
With players like Duren or who else are their bigs there? Get more time if Stewart misses time.
Yeah, more time, but I think it's the same thing. It's like you just remove Stewart, replace him with Bagley. So Duran's minutes would probably be the same, around 20. But if Stewart didn't get hurt today, I don't know. Duran might be down to 13, 14. Yeah. So
they might what they'll probably do is have Bagley replace Isaiah Stewart in the starting lineup, and then put back Sadiq Bey in the starting lineup.
Yes,
that's what they that's what they did before this move.
For me, if you add Bagley, yes, you could add Bagley in 14 team, not in 12 team. For me, 14 team, yes, you can add, but don't expect much.
Yeah. If you miss out, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, for me, that's the thing. I mean, I can see him get double-doubles, like 16-10, 14-10, or near double-doubles, but he doesn't do anything else. I mean, yeah, he's shooting threes right now, but the percentages might be bad. And he doesn't block a lot. The free throws are not good. So, really, he's not a top 100 ceiling kind of a player. So, you can add, because if it's your worst player and you have a player who can do double-doubles, it's okay. But not really a must-add, in my opinion.
All right, now let's talk about some of the rotation changes that happened today, on whether some of these guys are strong ads or maybe some of these guys are just streamer type of players. Dalano Banton, Toronto. Let's talk about Toronto first. So Gary Trent did not play today, as well as Fred VanVleet. So that puts Dalano Banton in the starting lineup, and he put up not just a streamer type of line, but Scotty Barnes, Scotty Barnes type, the Jevon Carter type of line. He had 27 points, I think, and still had 2 steals, 2 blocks, and some rebounds. I forgot how many rebounds he got, but it's across the board, and he shot the ball well. I think it's over 50%. He made a bunch of the free throws. So overall, it was a great start for Dalano Banton. Of course, now people will be asking, is he an ad? what do you do? Because he was, pretty much unknown before this, right? I mean, we know him, but not, the type of player you would stream even.
He's not a rookie. He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
We've seen enough of him already the past few years. He actually had the time where he was an ad last year. If I remember, if a lot of COVID problems or whatever injuries in Toronto. It's the first time he did this. So it makes me think it was just a good day. He woke up on the right side of the bed. He played well. Everything was going his way. Plus the fact that Fred VanVleet's injury is an illness, non-COVID illness, so it's not really going to linger. I don't think Gary Trent's injury is serious. It's just a soreness also of some sort. So it's a waste of move, in my opinion, if you're going to chase Dalano Banton for the next game, because we're not even sure who will play. He might get additional minutes because Otto Porter also got hurt. So I don't know what's happening in Toronto, the voodoo, whatever there is wrong, but everybody's getting hurt. So if that continues to happen, yeah, maybe you can add him later on. But now, there are players who will come back. So
Tad Young is the other guy who started
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Probably a more interesting prospect here.
Yes,
But
for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
So Tad Young, streamer,
I'll add him.
add and hold until he doesn't start anymore.
Yes, I'll add it and hold until Siakam, Achua, and that's 3 players now. Siakam, Achua, and Otto Porter out of that forward rotation. So he got 30 something minutes today. And Nick Nurse will do everything not to play Chris Boucher. So
in fairness, not to play Chris Boucher in the starting lineup. He played him 31 minutes today.
That's the point. I mean, he doesn't have any options or any choice anymore. So he had to play him 31 minutes. But Tad Young will be priorities. It will still be a priority to start for Toronto. So yeah,
All
I'll
right.
add him.
The other lineup change, not really new, but Mo Bamba in Orlando. Mo Bamba had a double-double today. I guess we'll put in Chuma Okiki there because he's been starting for Banchero. What are your thoughts on Mo Bamba? Stream?
For me, Mo Bamba, if you were gonna add him, you should have added him the first time Banchero was out. That's the time you add him. I feel like if you add him now, it's a little too late because I don't think Banchero will be out any longer. He was questionable already for the day. So when he comes back, it's interesting to see what they will do. I don't think they will give Bamba 20 to 21 minutes. I don't know where the minutes will come from. Maybe they give him 15, get some from Bol or from Wendell, maybe. But I don't think that will be enough really for Mo. So it might be the end of Mo Bamba's resurgence, maybe, because Banchero is coming back.
So Okiki is also another player out of the question.
It's too deep. I don't know how. I like Okiki. I just don't know where the minutes will come from. I really don't know. I don't see anybody.
In fairness, Okiki has been getting more minutes even with Banchero, more than Mo Bamba. Because there are games that Mo Bamba doesn't even play at all.
True. I agree. I agree with you with that. And that is the problem with Mo Bamba. I mean, if there's even an Okiki to worry about, just too many players to consider there in Orlando.
Alec Burks. Oh, we have to. Alec Burks is in Detroit, right?
Yes.
So we have to go back to Detroit. Is he an add and hold type of player, or add until maybe Cade comes back? Because Alec Burks has always had this small window wherein he's rosterable and then he disappears. That's how Alec Burks is.
I added him in some leagues, but again, it depends on how strong your team is. In those leagues, I was depleted by injuries, so I guess he's not an add as in long-term add. He's more of an injury replacement kind of add. There are certain players like that. You have 2 or 3 injured players. You need some players who are okay, hot, playing well, and Alec Burks is the definition of that right now. So he is an add if you're really depleted with your injury, but don't drop someone of value. The players you mentioned a while ago, the Olynyks, the Isaiah Jackson, those players,
are not worth it. Not worth dropping.
Drop them over Alec Burks.
Okay. Jalen Williams. I also got a question about Jalen Williams. Is he trending up? in
Yes,
OKC.
because he started today. So this is again last
But
game
I
he
saw
played.
the minutes trend.
Yeah.
Last game he only played 20 minutes. The game
Yes.
before that he played 30. And then I think the 3 games before that he played another 20-minute game or 22 minutes. It's just like they're alternate. That's the problem with OKC. We've been talking about the OKC rotation issues. Uh, we're not sure how many minutes is he really going to play. The consistent minutes aren't there.
That is true. That is my worry. He started the thing with rookies, especially hyped rookies like Jalen. A lot of us hyped him. I hyped him. So whenever he gets a little boost, like he starts and plays decent, 14.6 rebounds, 2 assists, certain steals here and there, everybody goes crazy because they don't
Yeah,
want to miss. The fear of missing out. What's that? FOMO.
FOMO. Yeah,
FOMO. Yeah, fear of missing out when you can get him. So it's hard to time these things. And again, I don't have an answer if OKC will start to be normal and just have a normal starting five. Because remember, Beasley's injured and they played small ball today. That it could change anytime, but I will add him just to see if this will be the rotation. You know, he's upside is too high. Upside is too high.
yeah. For me, I think he's more of a streamer at this point. I mean, the minutes, unless we see
Makes
consistent
sense. Yeah.
minutes. I mean, just stream him maybe for the next game. I'm not really into the stronghold for Jalen Williams because the minutes are. Someone said that the minutes are trending up, but when you look at the minutes, it's really not trending up. It's more like fluctuating, right? 30 minutes and then 19, then 20, then and then a few games back he was just 14 minutes, right? And plus, like you said, he's a rookie. I'm not as hype on the rookies because I don't really know them from college. I don't really know how they play. And in fact, I rarely draft rookies. So at least I get to be the devil's advocate here. And with rookies, they're a little more inconsistent. And for players like Jaren Williams, who's probably more explosive scorer type, right? They're gonna have times wherein they're gonna slump unless they get consistent 30-minute games, like players like Jaden Ivey, for example. He's playing
Yeah.
consistent minutes, even though his game relies on explosiveness. He's not really a per minute type of player. At least he gets 30 plus minutes. For Jalen Williams, I'm worried about that because it looks like there's a lot of mouths to feed as well in OKC with Shea there, Giddy, Poku, right?
The additional help for him though now is that Trey Man is injured. That's we
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about that last time, and I talked about Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, and the fact that I had to mention Isaiah Joe before Jalen Williams just gives you an idea how OKC's rotation is just wacky. You know, they play a lot of players, but Trey Man's absence will certainly help. So even just for the short term, I think he's gonna be valuable player for this week at least. If Trey Man's gonna miss more games, so that's why I think it's a good gamble at this point. When he loses more minutes eventually, then you can drop him again. So there.
yeah. All right, that's Jalen Williams for you guys. You can add him. I'm not too sure about their schedule if it's a good schedule because the thing about Toronto, for example, I think they have a game tomorrow. They have a game on Thursday, and then they have a 2 day break. So it's also going to be hard to be adding a player like that,
Yeah,
like
OKC still
Dalano
has
Banton.
three games. Three
So
games this week.
yeah, and I think they have games on alternate days, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
easier to add. Uh, Javon Carter. Javon
Javon.
Carter is what is how do you call this? Is a great replacement for Drew Holiday. So what to do? Is he a drop immediately once Drew comes back? He's had some nice
Yes.
games with Drew, but not
Exactly.
consistent. But not as consistent.
Exactly. That is why I'll probably hold on to him longer when Drew comes back. Remember, Chris Middleton is another player we haven't talked about, but there are reports that he's about to come back. So that would be another wrinkle to his fantasy value. But Grayson Allen got hurt again today. So maybe they could start Jevon continuously even with Drew and Chris Middleton. you said it correctly. He's not gonna be consistent with those players there. But his stocks are there. 1.6 steals. I mean, 0.7 blocks. I don't know how sustainable the blocks are, but the steals has been solid.
Yeah.
The steals, I think, will continue to help with that. So there will be games he will be helpful. So while we're not yet sure when Drew will be back, when Chris Middleton will be back, I think he's more than a one game stream right now. You can hold on to him.
No, while Drew is out, while Middleton is out, I think he can have value. But once those
people
two
been
guys,
dropping him.
But once those two guys come back, you'll think twice, right?
Yeah.
I think the schedule also is not as good. I think they have a 2-day break after today's game.
Yes.
So I think that's the reason why he probably has been dropped or was not streamed for today's game, because adding him and then getting 2-day break, it's not really a good streaming strategy.
No, he has a game every other day this week.
All right. So I'm mistaken. Maybe I was thinking about another player. So yeah, Jevon Carter, hold on to him while Drew is out. There's no timetable for Drew, no timetable for return for Chris Middleton. I thought he could come back this week or maybe sometime early next week, but we'll see. I mean, this week he played in the G League. He practiced with the G League team, I think. So I thought it was really close to returning, but after that there was no news.
Just to a little fast thing about Milwaukee. I don't know how Giannis' knee is really. He missed 3 games and today didn't really look right. He didn't really look himself. So just something to monitor. Looks like they're hiding something. I don't know. Maybe he's rusty or maybe there's
you're making up some stories, huh?
No, I'm just putting observe.
Dr. Eric tried to make up some stories about Giannis, huh? He tried to buy some Giannis stocks. We don't know, guys. We don't know, but he has some knee problems. That's why he missed games. He has some knee issues. Plus, we said this early on, the mileage for Giannis this year is a lot. He played in the qualifiers, right? Played really well. And of course, the extended time. But yeah, not yet a major worry, but something to monitor, at least the knee issues that he's having. But for sure, Milwaukee would be very conservative with that. That I'm sure of. Caleb Martin, another solid game. I think Caleb Martin at this point,
low end.
Not even a stream.
He's a streamer. When there are quality days, you can use him.
Yeah, but he's not your priority stream type of player because of the inconsistency.
Well, yeah. He is probably Patrick Williams before Patrick Williams got hot. Some games he'll give you steals and blocks and threes, but there are days where he just I don't understand. He's starting, getting a lot of minutes, just not doing a lot this year. Last year limited minutes.
But Miami's big three is really good. It's not like he's the third best player there, right? That's starting. It's just like they don't have anyone there, so they just put you in there. It's like they didn't really have much choice. Of course, you've got Jimmy Butler, you've got Kyle Lowry, you've got Bamba Adebayo, and if you have, I think his value lost. He lost a little bit of value when Tyler Hero started.
Yeah.
So now that Tyler Hero is out, even players like Max Truss is better streamer.
Yes,
Gabe Vincent has been playing well. If you need threes, he's a better, more consistent streamer than Caleb Martin. That's the challenge. He's not even a scorer, so I think that's where the challenge is for Caleb. But yeah, from time to time, maybe you can stream him. But today was a good line for him. Just I don't think it's gonna be sustainable for him. All right, yeah, that's it for our quickie for today. We just wanted to talk about these lineup wrinkles, their lineup changes, what to do with them, because we've been getting questions about these players as well. It's a short quickie. Tomorrow is a 5-game slate. Good luck. It's week 5 already, guys. So good luck to your teams, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. As always, please subscribe, guys, and like this video. Comment your thoughts on the comment section. We make it a point to reply to pretty much everyone if we can. So subscribe, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Spotify as well. Right? We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.